Hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing out there? Turn this off. Woo! See if we can move some stuff around here. Wait a minute here. What am I got going on here? Move this somewhere up there. Okay, a bunch of stuff I got to move here. Good afternoon. Welcome. How's everybody doing out there? Everybody doing all right? I was told that I'm not loud enough for you guys out there, so I'm going to turn up the volume today. Burr, baby, burr. How's everybody doing out there? Oh, how's everybody doing? What's going on? I got a few things I got to do. Hold on here. We got a few things I got to do here. I got to go from chop chat to live chat. I got some stuff. We don't want to have the Russian girls next door people in here, so we'll do subscribers only. Any duration. Save. Supposedly I can do something with auto like I can do something where it's like a auto generated, I don't know, it's like auto generated subtitles or something. Live commentary approved, subscribers. Okay. So I don't see where I can do that. Supposedly I can do that here. I just don't know where that is. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me see if there's anything down here. I'm looking. Language and caption certification. Nope. Title is. I gotta figure out how to do a. I can't figure this out, but whatever. We're close enough for today. All right, so let's take a look at SPY. And we'll take a look at Tesla. We're gonna do Tesla at some point. I'm gonna go over a bunch of stuff with you. Give me a second here. Oh yeah, baby. What up, Joshua? You looking flex today, bro? You look good. You look good. How's everybody doing out there? Welcome to the broadcast. Hope you're all doing well. I was on the phone this morning having some meetings, and well, actually, I got up early this morning because it was snowing. I was gonna go skiing, and then didn't end up going skiing this morning, and wound up having some meetings this morning. But in the meantime, I talked to some people that I'm close with, trying to get this stuff together for you guys, and part of that conversation was, well, first of all, let's take a look at some stuff. Let's see how bullish SPY is right now. And you can see we're actually still bullish right here. I want you to know this, okay? So we're actually, just look at my cursor right now. I'll bring up Bookmap for you in the background here. Oh, you know what? I don't have Bookmap up, do I? Hold on here. I don't know what's going on here. Bookmap's not showing up. And I don't know why. I'm having technical difficulties today. Let me find out what's going on here. What is going on? Deactivate, activate. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can bring this up for you. There you go. What's funny is I was just thinking about. I heard a story about another streamer that was. I heard a story about another streamer that was caught when he was. This is a financial streamer, and supposedly he had some porn up or something. He got caught live in stream. I'm not going to name who it was, but hold on here. I'm not going to name names here, but you guys probably know who he is. But he got caught playing porn or something in the background. It's just hilarious. No one wants to get caught in any kind of uncompromising positions. I have another streamer friend. I'm not going to name his name. He's in here sometimes. He's never told anybody that he was a streamer, but he got caught with a woman on a live stream once, which is kind of funny too. So we're going to talk about some stuff here this morning or this afternoon. So I'm going to take Bookmap back off. The conversation that I had was with this friend. I'll leave this up actually for you. I'm just going to talk to you at this point. We got some time here. We're still bullish here. I just want you to know that we are bullish to go higher here and attack, close up some of these gaps left above. You can see these gaps on, if you remove Bookmap here, you see some gaps above here. There'll be some resistance here, of course. So we have some trouble here. We have some work to do. But we're still trading above the 1 minute here, so there's no reason why we can't grind through here. Does that mean you should be in this? Probably not. You want to see, every one of these legs, right? You come up here, take a leg, right? You wait, and then here's the trade. You take it up, and then you let the algos do the work in here, right? And then you look for this move higher, right? Can we grind from here? Sure. Is it worth grinding here time-wise? Probably not. It's 1:43 in the afternoon. Is it really worth your time? You should have made 2 kick-ass trades at this point. There's no reason for you to have not made 2 kick-ass trades at this point. We're going to talk about yesterday and what happened yesterday, because we we're 2 for 2 now, right? We traded Netflix this way. We traded Microsoft this way. And I was on the phone this morning with somebody, and I was like, the cacophony on FinTwit. They were missing the point. This is before Microsoft bounced this morning. And my point this morning on the phone was that you have to understand that Microsoft and Google take up such a piece of tech, NASDAQ. They're an everyday thing, right? And we all know that they need a leg up on AI. And you heard the ER yesterday, and the truth is you wanted to see Microsoft invest in the future of AI. And that's the onus is now on Google to come out on their ER and say, hey, we're investing in this. Because this is something that's the future for tech, right? Whether it does or doesn't, and it will be front run. Yesterday's ER, Google or Microsoft decided to go with good news first, bad news after. The key to watch yesterday was, you guys know that we have an expected range, right? And so we trade up to that expected range and then sell off or down to that expected range, and then usually go up unless there's some unknown news that's bad. Or good. So if there was something unknown. Now, the issue yesterday's ER is that all the good news came out first. So we blasted up. We sold. And there's a trigger to sell there unless we started to find that that retailers were buying at that top, and we started to rip even higher, right? You would end up getting dealers chasing at that point. That didn't happen. Take the money and run. But the key about yesterday, this morning I was talking to my buddy about, was I was like, no one paid attention to the structure of that ER, how it was presented, and then no one paid attention to what was the key. And the key was AI investment. And I said to him this morning, I'm actually bullish on Microsoft right now, this morning, and that it'll probably get bought. And it did get bought this morning. That was a key thing about Microsoft. And now the onus is on Google and what they're going to come out with. Even if you guys have to understand that part of a recession has been priced in. People say it hasn't been priced in. It has, to an extent, been priced in. Does that mean we're done going down? I don't think so. I think when they pause rates, we're going to go down one more time. What that price is and where we're at in the market, I don't know. I can't give you that number. So, but I do want you to know that part of this recession has been priced in at this point. And we try to say that it hasn't been, but it has. So I want you to always be forward-looking, because banks are always forward-looking. And they were forward-looking, and that's why Microsoft got bought this morning, to what was actually said in that ER. Now, the other conversation I had with a friend was, I had 2 people this morning I called that I trust, and I said, because all I heard was Tesla, bearish, 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 bearish. Everybody's going short on Tesla. Everybody's buying puts on Tesla. Bulls, bears, doesn't matter. Your barber is buying puts on Tesla. Your kid's principal's buying puts on Tesla. All this bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news. I'm like, man, this sounds just like when everybody's bullish on something. Everybody and their sister's bullish on something. Right now, everybody's their sister's bearish on Tesla. And you got, this is all known. This is all known. Dealers know this. So what do? They fucking trap you. Right on the open. We blast down. Spies hitting the bottom, known bottom. And boom, ricochet above. And yet now you've trapped everybody in. Every single bull, bear, fucking not even a Tesla trader short. And you're all wrapped in now. You literally need to buy now twice just to print, which is insane. You need to go full bear, like triple dipple, like cocaine bear. That's what you have to do now if you're a bear. You have to go stupid bear. You'd think as a trader, as an investor, you'd know better. Now the crazy part is this morning I'm talking to my buddy and I'm like, here's my plan for today. I'm like, I hope they don't get that bearish and just start buying puts on the bell. I'm like, I hope that, or I'm like, what I'm hoping is that we have a slow bleed down to the end of the day. When people get more bearish and more bearish and more bearish, and then end of the day, we're just bleeding off. That was my hope. My hope was, I think it was like 3 or 1. Let me look at Tesla right now. Sorry, I'm coughing. I was hoping that we'd have this slow bleed off down to like 136. That was my hope. As we opened here, I was like, please don't buy too many puts down here. I was like, please, 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 just bleed off down here. I'm like, I hope that Tesla saw Microsoft's approach to their ER and instead reverses it and gives the bad news. And we actually tag some known support. Then they hit us with the good news. And we just blast off. What you could do is wait until SPY sells off to the end, right? Then at that like 414, you buy calls. You couldn't do this with Tesla, but you could do it with SPY or Qs. And then by open tomorrow, Tesla would blast off, having trapped all these bears in over here. Every single one of them. And that didn't happen. What really happened was right on the bell today, we started selling, and everybody and their sister just said, fuck it, I'm going short. I'm going extra short. When the dealer said, oh, no. You guys are locked in now. Not only are you locked in, we have an implied move of like 8 or 9%, right? If you're like short here, if you sold calls here or whatever, fuck that noise. You got 136 right here, right? We're at 143. I mean, you know what kind of drop you need into this ER? You need a bloodbath to pay. You need a bloodbath. Not 8%. We'll check it. I mean, I'll measure it and see what we need for you to get a payday. It's big. I think it's big. I could be wrong here. Maybe we do go down that low, but I'll tell you what. 8% swing. My guess is that, I mean, let's look at this. My guess is that most of you out there were like, here's 6% right here. This is at 136. I'm betting that most of you were thinking that we were going to sell off today down here, 136, and then right into the bell, we were going to do this little jobby right here. Right? And you were like, oh, yeah, I got this. 8% today? Shit. Here's my plan. From this like 132 at the bell or some shit, that puts you down to 125. That means you, if you're a bear, or if you're a bull that's doing the wrong thing, right? Guess what you need from here? You need a 13% drop. You better fucking hope that news is that bad. You better hope. You better hope that you're getting a 13% drop between now and, I don't know, tomorrow morning. It's a pretty big drop, 12.2. And that's like you breaking even. And if you're in puts, that puts you at like, and then you got IV crush tomorrow. You at this point, you're burned. You're burned. Any position, if you stayed in this, you're burned. You're gone. Your position is toast. It's gone. There's nothing you can do. And the crazy part is, Tesla came down, right? And watch this. You can just see it happen. Right in here. You can see it right here when it happened. Sold off. Won their 1 minute. Right? Blasted above the 5 minute and then picked up the hourly. And it was off. Rocket ship. You have weekly, monthly averages below you, right? You've got at least you got a what? What is this? A daily average, moving average below you. But you know what you've got above you? Then you've stayed above that 136, and you literally saved your asses, right? Remember here? Remember right here? Remember I talked about this? Talked about this with whatever kitty his name is. I'm like, we're either gonna reject or we're gonna blast off. We rejected. Test it again. Same thing. We're gonna reject or blast off. We blasted off. Guess what bulls did today? They fucking held it. They held the daily today. They held the daily, and they blasted off. And what's that price target above? You guys know what it is? We've talked about it here. How many times? Oh yeah. Oh, 193. How would that feel if that happened? Now, do I think we're going there today? I have no care or say if we do. My preference today was that you all didn't get too bearish and we sold down. That was my hope. My hope was that we would sell down to this 132, 136, maybe have first bad news on the ER numbers, maybe some really bad news down here and the guidance later at nighttime, and then they'd slam it case shut and say, well, we see recession risk, but we've lowered our prices in China and the U.S., and we're building these new plants, and we're actually expecting huge growth. We're recession proof, something like that. And then by tomorrow morning, you see a blast off in SPY and tech, but that didn't happen, right? Y'all got too bearish too quick. Probably not you guys, but a whole bunch of people got too bearish. Like the entire market was bearish on Tesla. And so this is the response of dealers hedging your bearishness. This is the dealers saying, fuck you, no. You're not getting paid. That's what it is. That's exactly what this is right here, which is hilarious. So I missed this one. I wasn't paying attention to this one, but I was paying attention to SPY. And SPY down here, we were losing momentum on this downward move. And I was on the phone at that point, I think, with Chaz, and I was like, right in here is like we could go down to like real bottom's probably like 361, but we're losing the straight downness, right? The move down. Then right here with the cross, this was the deal. Well, I think we were in here, but this was the kiss of death right there. Just straight move up. And I posted again on FinTwit about this move right here. You need to get above, I believe I said 396 or 397 or something, and you can see it right there. Boom, boom, and it was off and running again on the SPY. So every day we're back and forth, right? We're bullish, we're bearish, we're looking for a dip to buy. You guys remember the close yesterday? I was like, I want to buy a dip down here today. You guys remember that? You can go right back into the video from yesterday. I'm just looking to buy a dip down here. That's all I'm looking to do, buy a nice fat dip. And sure enough, it presented itself. We got a big fat nice dip buy. Beautiful. So what do we have for the rest of the? So let's have some. I'll give you some Tesla. I'll give you some Tesla thoughts here, okay? Heading into the end of the day. I'm going to give you some Tesla thoughts. Deep thoughts with Tesla. I'm going to be looking for some weakness into the bell, okay? I'm going to be looking for some weakness down here somewhere. 143.78. And maybe even some weakness. I'd even be with some weakness into maybe the 3:30 hour down here. I don't think that anything, this implied move down here, what do you got now? What's an implied move off 144? I mean, what's an implied move off 141? It's not as deep as you thought it was. It's probably where the bank spot. It's probably saying to you, retail you lost. Probably saying to you, we bought this while you were selling. We don't care if it sells down. We'll just buy more of it, take it up higher. They made the market. Retail didn't. And that's what they're telling you. I mean, unless you seem to think that the recession fear is going to be so bad that we start blasting down. Originally, I was like, man, we could get to 100, but 142, you tell me it's going to blast down 50% today? Shit ain't happening. And that's because they're long here. and you drank the Kool-Aid. You did. You drank the Kool-Aid. And some of y'all are selling calls up here too. Or up here you were selling calls. You're like, fuck it, I'm just going to sell some calls. There ain't no way we're going up. And now you don't know what's going to happen. If they come out at any point, if at any point if they start their guidance with the bad news, and then they come out with the good news at the end of their guidance today, and you're a bear, I would watch the fuck out. Because any kind of weakness down here will get scooped right back up for the next expiry. And you'll be out of hand in here. It doesn't matter how bad Tesla is. If you think Tesla's bad, it matters that the banks made themselves a market right in here. That's what matters. They're not going to lose to you. Dealers aren't going to lose to you. They don't care what you think. You got to be committing like straight up fraud. Even if it's legal, you got to be like fraud. Saw that post on Twitter the other day. I was like, everyone's like Tesla, Tesla, Tesla. I'm like, it has to be financials, commodities, something that you can hide. It can't be like you and I selling iPhones or cars. That shit doesn't fly. It could involve an accounting company, right? You saw that with Enron, energy, all kinds of subsidiaries, fake companies set up. Then you involve a bank or an accounting firm, that kind of stuff. So even that was a head scratcher. It's almost like they set you up. It's almost like they set you up to buy puts right away 2 days ago or whatever, a couple days ago. Meanwhile, I'm like, short XLF. You know, I'm like, if you're going to short anything, it's like XLF, I guess. And it wasn't even a U.S. company. I was talking to Andy Constant this morning, and I'm like, or yesterday, I'm like, that's like short in Greece or short in China. You can't short China or Greece. Like biggest fraud in history? Come on now. Biggest fraud in history is probably China. Like literally, legitimately. Like that's like the last time I'm gonna listen to anything that I don't know, Hindenburg Research has to say. Probably the last time. So I'm gonna snap some lines here for you. 143.59. We'll measure some moves here. 143.59, right about here. Yeah, it's just it's like if you're gonna say the biggest fraud in history, I'm assuming it's a U.S. company, right? Definitely, you don't want to be looking at India. Has everyone ever traveled to India? India's a great place, but it's called the Butter Chicken Republic. I don't know if you know why that is, why it's called the Butter Chicken Republic, but it's because nothing fucking gets done. 141.81. You want to talk about like bureaucracy? Like fraud? I mean, it's not rampant, but it's it's not the United States with the I have this feeling that they're like a bunch of guys from like they're not, I guess they can't be poor because they're probably already shorting them. 136.48. 136.48. This is the big line right here. This is the big line. 136. Look at how far down this is. 136.48. Look at that. I'm gonna make this the giant line right here. This is the line that bulls. It's actually come up a little bit. This is the line that bulls have to hold. Give me a second here. I get the heat up too high in here. Hold on. I was outside in the cold. Okay, so we got bulls must hold. All they gotta do is hold this. That's it. That's all they gotta hold now. That's all a bull has to hold. That's it. I mean that's it, man. Bulls don't even have to care about any of this nonsense. Just this right here. You're talking about bulls having to worry about this down here. This is what the thought process was. And then bull panic down here, right? That didn't happen. So bulls only have to hold that. Not that much. It's not that big of a deal. And then we've got these two lines right here. These are the lines. I'm gonna go with S1 and S2 down here. S1. Give it to the Bulls. There you go. Sorry. Bulls won. That's all you need to know. That's S1. This is S2. This is legitimately what it is too. Watch if I show this to you. This is S2, right? Let's do an 8% move from the mean. Let's do S1 as an 8% move. I think it was an 8% move this morning. I don't know if it's changed. Let me know in the comments. Let me look at the spread here and see what's up. Let me see exactly what it is. Hold on. Let me see what the exact is here, and we'll look at it together. Tesla, man. Unreal. Let's see. Today, Tesla, 7.5% move. 7.5% move. Let's look at it. Oh, nope. Hold on. 7.5% move. Let's look at that. 7.5% move. 155.30. 133.67. 155.38. Damn. Woo. Implied move. Boom. And it's right here. Here's your tag. And we've got on the other side of it, how does it feel being a bear now? Implied move on the downside. It's for January 27th. 133.77. Oh, man. This is what's priced into the market right now. This is what's priced into the market right now. Oh, man. Right here. That's all the Bulls have to hold. Who's the onus on right now? Look at that. Look at that. And if we get something bullish, we know where the price target is, right? There it is up there. Look at how high that is. Look at that. Bear's got a lot of work to do here. Whole bunch of work. So what do I think? I think the trade is over. If you want the truth. The last two trades down here, the last two trades we did, Netflix and Microsoft, there was a trade on each of those trades. To me, there isn't. To me, the trade happened before end of day. So what would I want here? I would like to see, here's the implied move. I would like to see this to cool off a little bit. And maybe get some dippage down in here, maybe some bad news down here, and then buy a dip tomorrow, to be honest with you. That's my feeling. You can trade whatever you want. You can keep blasting this up higher and stuff like that. If you stay above this blue line right here, you can keep trading it higher. It's your previous high right here. You guys already know that you want to see a new high every time we make a every time we come up here in this blue line, you want to see a new high, right? And then no failure of a new high. It's always a new high. So I'll get rid of this. Get rid of this yellow right here. You want to get a new high right here. So if you get a new high, right? My point is, if you get a new high, this is supportive right here. So now you're going to take this trade, and you need to get a new high. If you don't get a new high, we will trade back down to this green line right here. Okay. We'll look back a little bit the past 5 days at some points of resistance. Got one right there. We got another one right there. Somewhere in there. There's a little bit of volatility there. Look back in time over here. See what we got going on back here. No volatility there. I don't think there's anything blocking us from coming up here. I'm going to get rid of these. Hold on here. These aren't as bad as I thought they were. This is actually quite higher here. That's where the real resistance is, 149. There's a little bit over here, some sellers here. But this is kind of like bullshit. 149.85 on the day, maybe. It's possible. If you can stay above this big blue line on the 1 minute, it's possible you could get up there. It's going to be hard, but it's possible. So if a bull is bullish here and they want to trade this up into the close, grind this out to 149. Shorts close here to 149. It's possible. But I'm not interested in this trade here at all. So we'll go back to SPY real quick. Let's take a look at SPY fighting its way above here. Big old grind. If SPY can get above here, I might be interested in taking one more Tesla trade at the end of the day. But I don't know if I see this happening either. So we'll draw some boxes down below. Check this here. See what happens. Yeah, I'm going to be releasing one to you guys that has breadth on it, too. You guys are getting one from us. I'm going to turn off Alexa here. There's that upper target above. So man, I'll tell you, if you're a bear, oof. If you're a fake bull that sold calls on today, like you wake up this morning, you roll out of bed, and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna get me some. I'm gonna sell me some calls in my underlying. It's gonna be a cakewalk. See that red line above on Bookmap by my screener? You see that red line all the way up there? That's 4029. 4029. That's 401 right up in here. That's Valhalla. Put a big old green up there. Question was, hey Cap, is there a way to get this trigger and momentum for ourselves? Yeah, I'm trying to build a better one. I'm partnering up with some people. I don't know whose names I can say. I don't know if they want me to say their names yet, but there's a group of some very, very, very good traders we're putting together. We should have an announcement in the next couple weeks. Some very powerful, these are traders that trade before it happens. Show you the results afterwards. You know most of these guys on YouTube and FinTwit. And we've been working diligently in the background to try to put like a group of people together. Elliott Wave chartists, these guys nail it every single time. Guys that focus on just Tesla, just meme stocks, just fintech. Got a guy here I got a guy here, Winky. This guy is one of the most bangingest stock pickers I know. He's in the group. We have a serious group of trade. Well, look at that. Slap that ask on 400. Look at that squeeze on 400. Slap that ask. Woo! Did that trigger some stops above just then? Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. Ho ho. Hold on a second here. Ho ho. Ho ho ho. Oh ho ho ho. Oh ho 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 ho. Oh ho ho. Oh ho ho. Ho 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 ho. Ho ho. Ho ho ho. We got oh ho. Did you feel that? I felt that. Did you feel that? Slap that ask. Slap that ask. So we just triggered the hourly trigger. We are going to blast to the moon right now. You guys ready for it? We're going way up. We're not done. We have acceleration now. It's going to... You ready to blast through some levels right now? Here comes Tesla, just raging. I'm like, Tesla's got nothing above it. It's going to 149. Now trading 145.44. Oh, look at this. Oh, green box above. Oh, you guys want to hear it one more time? We'll do it once more. Oh, man. Oh, man. Just take a screenshot of those green balls. Look at that. Please like these videos. Subscribe. Support the channel. We got a bunch of stuff coming your way. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, baby. This is called bear capitulation. My boy James Rowland just texted me, just said bear capitulation. Look at this. Look at this move. Crushing death blows. You know, I'm sitting here telling you about how fucked your puts are in Tesla. I wonder how many people heard that and said, oh, shit, I got to get in the Discord and tell everybody. I'm almost green again. If you're almost just turning green right now, take the money and reposition yourself. Time to reposition. Look at that. Just monster moves. What's the 396 cost right now? This morning I was talking to Hey Chaz, and I was like, see these 396s? I was like, for 59 cents. I was like, let's take a look at them right now, see how they're doing. Hold on, I got to do it in the background here. See what 396s are doing. I'm having a little sweaty right now because I'm having a little panic attack about how high we're going. 396C is trading $4.14. They were 59 cents right here. 59 cents. Look at that move. Look at that move. Look at that. I mean, this is acceleration. If you think this is done, it's not, just so you know. This is not done. Not done. Almost done, but not done. Chaz, brother, how are those 396s treating you right now? How are those treating you right now? How are those treating you? Can't be healthy. You guys don't understand. I'm trying to explain this morning. I pinned this shit to my profile this morning. I tried to explain that we have some momentum coming up that we haven't seen in 13 years. 13 years underneath the stock market. 13 years. Not to be trifled with. Not to be trifled with. Not to be trifled with. Tried to warn bulls and bears this morning. I was like, look, this shit's gonna get wild. Wild. A matter of fact, I was talking to Chaz this morning, or Joe Donut this morning. Was it Joe or Chaz or someone? And I don't forget who, or maybe it was James Rowland. I'm not sure, but I was like, man, I was like, there's like a 600-point move here, up or down, and you don't need the first 100 in either direction. This isn't like we break trend and we go down 100 more. Like, it's not like we break 100 points and we get just another 100. You don't need that 100. Whichever way it breaks, you don't need it. There's so many points after it that you'd be a lunatic to be trying to be short or long here for, there's just, you're talking about 13 years coming together right now. And the move afterwards is so explosive that it doesn't fucking matter. Like the 100 points in here in this middle here means nothing. You'll get ate up and torn up in here. Once this shit breaks up or down, it's on. You'll have time. You could like step right in and jump on it. It's a huge move coming. Huge move. Look at that power move there. Look at that power move. Look at that 5 minute just coming up on it like it's nothing. Bear capitulation. Let's look at the past 5 days. Look at that. Just hanging out. Beast mode. Bam, bam, bam. We should look at a weekly chart. You want to see a weekly chart? You want to see something insane? You want to see something? This is weekly. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you something. These are by the weeks, okay? Who won that one? Who won that one? Who won that one? Who won this one? Who won that one? Who won this one? Who won that one? Who won that one? Who slightly won that one? Who didn't completely win that one? Who won 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 that one? You know what you wanted to see in here? I'll show you what you wanted to see. You wanted to see this right here. And a big old wick right there. That's what you wanted to see. Something like that. You see any of that in there? You didn't see none of that. This is a weekly chart. These are by the weeks. And you're trying to say we're not going up here, they're not getting paid? Whoever these people are right here, people are telling you they're getting paid. People right here are telling you. Like, we're getting paid up here. Now, I don't know where we break. I don't know if JPM doesn't monetize their collar up here or not. 4060, I don't know if they monetize it there. But I'll tell you what, this balance area right here, this push higher right here, once we break, see this all in here? Right? Wherever we break, hold on here. Whichever way we break in here, right, it's going to be huge moves down, like a leg down, a leg up, that kind of stuff. It's gonna be explosive. So all this stuff in here, man, getting torn up. And this is a weekly, dude. Look at this weekly. Boom. This is back in June. Boom, 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 boom. It's back in October. Boom, boom, boom. Relentless right here. Boom, boom, boom. Relentless. And meanwhile, we're a day trader and we're on FinTwit. And what do we hear people say? This is the top here on this little rinky-dink day. And I'm like, man, I don't know, man. Like, you got to start breaking some on a larger time frame, some weeks before you start saying it's over. Yeah, there's some weeks where bulls didn't win, but not convincingly. That's the key. Like, you got to, like, convincingly smash it down. Does that make sense? You need lower lows, not higher lows with a red wick. Not a battle between bulls and bears. Not the bulls winning the next week. You have to see that candle structure on a weekly is not bearish. Those are buyers. Those are market buyers, whether you want to admit it or not. Matter of fact, where are we sitting right now? Where are we sitting right now? 421, right? That's where we're sitting, right? I posted in a Discord, I think January 3rd. I posted in someone else's Discord a chart and said, we're going up there. And we did. So for all that bearish talk about where we're going, I mean, we went here, right? We didn't go down, did we, on January 3rd? Today's today. January 25th. Been how many trading days? Are we down below we down below 380 at this point? 372? We down there? We're not down there. 250 points higher, right? That's where we are, right? So, you know, do I think we have more legs to up here? I don't know. I don't care. All I know is that wherever we break above, we start breaking above like 410, it's off to the races. We start breaking 370, it's off to the races. We're legging down. But until then, there's such a move ahead of us that this doesn't matter as much, for me at least. I mean, every day, man. FinTwit, dude, you guys watching the put-call ratio? You guys should look at the put-call ratio for the past 5 years. Look at it like all time, right? You might be like, yeah, the put-call ratio came down today. But if you look at it for the past 5 years, it's the most bearish shit I've ever seen front run in my entire entire career. I've never seen it this bearish. People are just like, fuck it, buying puts, buying fucking hedges, and buying fucking this and buying that. Like, I don't know. I don't think we can go down to a point until people stop buying them or get flushed out. You know, maybe you can't get the market to roll over until we hit 410. Maybe you need a bear to be like, that's it, we're breaking out. You need like every bear to be like, we're breaking out of this shit. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm going to close all my shorts and my puts. And then we roll over. If you look back on just the number of puts out there, it's insane. You guys get what I'm saying? Yeah, there's no imagining either. We bought calls down here this morning. There's no imagining. You know, there's no imagining this. We didn't like come out here and show you this afterwards. We came out and showed you this before. Right? So there's no like imagining. Yesterday, was there any imagining with Microsoft? Fuck no. We knew where it was going. What the fucking we posted it yesterday morning at 9 a.m. before the market even opened. We said Microsoft 353. I think it even gave change. It was like 352.65. So we're going. Shit, that was within fucking pennies. What do you do there? You take the money and run. So I mean, this kind of trading here, we kind of figure it out, right? We were trading down here, and I posted, we're slowing down here. We're gonna find a bottom down here. So we know where it's going. We know where the bottoms are. We know where the tops are. We know where they are every day. It's coming to that point where these tools are like predictive. They're like, they just tell you where you're going. There's like no other way around it. It's the sauce, man. It's the sauce. We got the sauce going on. Right now, the sauce is so good that you could lose 3 of these trades and it ain't going to matter. It's that good. That's how good the sauce is. The Market Rebel, baby. Thank you for supporting the channel. Joshua, thank you for supporting the channel. Sunspot, thank you for supporting the channel yesterday. Casey Capshaw, thank you for supporting the channel yesterday. I appreciate it. Let's see what you guys are talking about. How about you ask me some questions in here? How's that? Let's see who's in here. Ryan Morris, Rolly, Chase Winter, how are you, brother? Rival Dave, Ryan Morris, Chan, Just Some Guy, Loud Lobster, McQuest. Kobe's in the house. Christian, Just Some Guy, Metamorph, Sue. Jeremy Hakes in the house. Lord Pente's in the house. Margaret Rebels in the house. Binky's in the house. Rockwood. Common Vegetables is in the house. Winky Face, my brother. Spyplex. Chaz Wilson's in the house. Matt Coella's in the house. If we break the 1 minute hold underneath it, we come back down here to the green bar. We'll get rid of this right here. We know the drill, right? Remember a couple weeks ago I said we'll be doing this every day? So you guys get it? Chan, good morning or good afternoon. Tesla owner. Tesla owner says when Slippy doesn't go skiing on Tesla earnings day. I will be honest with you. I woke up this morning. I was so pumped for the snow and I was tired. I like poured myself a cup of coffee and I texted or called Joe Donut and I was like, I forgot today was Tesla day. I was like, there's no way I'm skiing today. And he goes, I forgot too. I was like, damn it, it wasn't just me. The King Cow, good morning. John Haggerty, good afternoon. Omar Oliver's, good evening. Ryan Morris, baby. Matt Coella, lizard head pattern. Kivo 1516. He's in the house. Nino's in the house today. Who else in the house? Cato's in the house. Who else is in the house today? Matt Nardone's in the house today. Victor Ostrom's in the house. Jesse Matthews here. Andreas Pegasus is in the house today. Nick S is here. Ergo's here. Brian C. Lisa Cullen. Superman, baby, what's up? Futures Trader 87's in the house. Where's he trading shorts? Is he hanging out in here today? Win Lamb's in the house today. Brian C's in the house today. Rowett, what's up? Troy Corp. Yeah, Troy, but it's still dumping right now, man. Trying to make me feel better. Tesla going to 180, 200 fast. We were all bared up and going to come over here and moan and groan cap style. Matt Quell's getting his things burned. RS is lurking. How are you doing, RS? Is what's his name? Grubster? Is he in the house today? Is he with the kids today? I said I would look at a trade today too. Let's look at what trade did I say I would look at? APRN. We're gonna look at APRN. Let me find out when their ER date is. You guys want? I guess there's a bunch of Wall Street bettors. I think they meet the limit for discussion. Does anybody know what their Hold on here. Let me look at my history here. Just a second here. Do they meet the minimum threshold, Winky? APRN. Apron. I remember them. When does anybody know when Apron reports? Oh man, $1.02. They want me to talk to them at a chart Apron. I guess everybody's talking about it, right? IV 165%, 10% expected move. Market cap is only 39.59 million. Oh, come on. I can't chart them here. I refuse. If you're in this stream right now and you ask me on Fint or give me the tip on Apron, if you want me to chart it out for you and DM it to you, I will. I'm not going to do it here on stream. There's no way I'm doing that. I'm not willing. Right on, RS. Tesla not caring about SPY downturn. Yeah. Tesla's probably going to crank and slap 149. It's a good fair chance of it. Yeah, we're going to incorporate the MBI into the the momentum tool. We got a bunch of other tools too, gamma tools, options, profit tools, all kinds of cool stuff. February 15th. Support Tesla will run right back up like Netflix, easy 3 times in a couple months. It had to slap 400. How's Algo McAlgoson looking these days? The Algo is looking pretty good. The thing about the Algo is it tends to, like most algorithms, it tends to eventually repeat itself. I was running it on like 5,000 bars and then 10,000 bars. I'm trying to run it on like 20 to 30,000 bars right now and see if it doesn't. What happens with algorithms typically is you have to manage them. It becomes repetitive. Algorithms tend to want to eventually find a pattern and repeat it over time. So I'm struggling with one of the algorithms right now. Did I see Burry's post chart from around 2001? No. Can you send that to me, Ryan, or tag me in that? Please do. Let's take a look at Tesla real quick. See if Tesla's gonna hold up here or not. Seeing as we're here for Tesla, we have a quick break right now so we'll move this trigger up here. We have a quick break of the 1 minute right now. I want to see Tesla hold this trigger. If it doesn't, we're looking at we're looking at 144.60, and we got a little bit higher. Dude, Tesla, man, killing the bears. So you got some places to look for support here below. We've got 144.46 and 141.89. If you wanted to take another trade on Tesla, you want to wait for. There's a couple things you're looking for. We got the new high, right? Came here, we got the new high. We got a new high again. This is pretty supportive right now, so I'm not going to expect yet that the bulls are going to give this up just yet. And it's 2:38, so we might be starting another ramp for an hour, so we'll find out. See if we get one more ramp out of Tesla. This seems pretty supportive at this point. It's more of like a half hour trigger at the half hour. You're looking to be at a new high around the half hour mark, and then it should run for another hour. In this case, where we're heading into 2:30 to 3:30, I would expect it to stop ramping at 3 p.m. for today. So we'll see if it happens. We are losing the 1 minute right now on Tesla. You don't want to see that. What was the high there? 146.50. So we'll monitor it. If it comes back above, the thing for Tesla, if you want to take another long on Tesla, you want to wait until you want to see what happens here. So you should be flat right now. And what you would do is you would wait for regaining this 1 minute and then take a long with a stop underneath it and ride that pump again. You want to see it regain the 1 minute right here. If you want me to put it on Tesla, I will. Where is that right now? 145.62. You want to trade this at home real quick? You can probably to put Tesla on a that's right below it right now. This is a 27 EMA, and you want to see Tesla break above to take this trade for a second leg. You'd buy above here. This is where you'd buy it. And you put a stop down below in case there's a liquidity break. Otherwise, just hang out. And if it ends up selling down here to 144, we'll see what the reaction is in the 5 minute and see if there's another trade here or not. We do have more sellers entering into the market at this point, so be aware of that too. You have some profit taking going on right now. And I don't like that we're at 240, we're not above the trigger. So this could be starting to get weak. So we'll keep an eye on it. $146.41, unreal. Why don't you let me know in the let me ask you guys a question in the chat, and I'll see in the chat what your thoughts are on Tesla earnings. And I think it's funny, we did it yesterday, right? Remember we talked about how good our polls are, that our traders here tend to vote with not their feelings, but what they expect. So we said we have a pretty high win rate. I think yesterday's poll was, does Microsoft dip and rip? And that's kind of what it did, right? After the bell, we had a quick dip, not big dip, but a dip, but then we ripped. And I think that's who won the poll yesterday. So you guys were right. We dipped and ripped, close enough. So we're going to ask again. We're going to start a poll, and I'm going to ask you about Tesla ER, what you think is going to happen. Then I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. Tesla ER. We'll get the results. I'll leave it out for people as they roll in. Tesla ER reaction. I want you to know that because the thing about Tesla ER is you get the numbers and then you give a break until the guidance. So it could be a really weird thing. So we're gonna do it too. I'm gonna give you a couple options or some different options than before. Okay, so the first option is gonna be after the close. So AC after close, sell. Buy open, so BO up. After close, up. Buy open, flat. Next one would be after close, up. Then buy open, up. And then after close, sell, buy open, bloodbath, blood, let's straight blood. So I'm gonna ask the community because this is gonna be a kind of a weird one. This is gonna be kind of like a. You're gonna get two reactions. You're gonna get the original reaction after the bell, and then you're gonna get something that impacts the open tomorrow. So AC and BO is after close, before open. I'll just give you my view on it. I think that we're down after. I think after the close it's a sell, and then I think oh, you know what? I didn't give this choice. Shit, I can't even add this choice. I think after the. Okay, so this sucks. I kind of fucked this poll up. If you don't answer this poll and think what I think is going to happen, just say, I agree with Captain. So what I think happens is we sell the close, and then I think we open flat. And then I think we go up after this options expiry. The next options expiry, we go up. So let's look at the next options expiry. So that's February 3rd, right? So January 27th, I think we go up after Friday. So next Monday, I think Tesla goes up again. I think they burn down options from now until Friday. I think we were weak into the close. Maybe we're flat by open, or whatever sell-off there is recovered by open, and then I think they don't pay put holders and they don't pay call holders. I think that you then enter the trade like Friday at the bell or something, probably, or end of the week at the bell or something. You enter the trade for next week. If we're not selling to the depths of hell, the market's not bloodbath zone. So if you think that, I can only offer 4 options. So if you're like, I disagree with all these options, write what you think will happen in the chat and let me know what you think happens in the chat. A little bit of selling here in Tesla. See if it holds its hourly, or if it comes down and sits on its support into the bell here. We'll look at SPY real quick. SPY still holding on here. A little bit of a difference. I'm going to mute Bookmap here so you can see both. I'm going to put both up at this point. If I see anything interesting on Bookmap, I'll flash it on the screen for you. Let me get rid of that. Grid. No, not that grid. This grid. Okay, so here is, we'll do Tesla side by side. We do this every time we have a big ER, right? I'll move my camera again down. Well, I guess I should just leave my camera down here from now on while we do ER season. Every day we're making videos that we can actually make a. It's kind of crazy. We're talking about. So 149 bulls must hold implied move right here. So this is the implied move on Tesla. As of right now, they'll probably pin this here. This is pretty much where the options market is on Tesla. This S1 and S2 has to do with intraday, like hourly and intraday support. And then if you get below the bulls must hold, this is your daily, this is your true bullishness of a reverse trend down here. Okay, so bulls have some playroom down here heading into close. SPY is holding its own up here. We'll look at SPY above. Looks like there's some room to breathe above on SPY as well. Farther room up, they're probably accounting for some kind of a move up here. This implied move would probably move SPY as well. We're going to move the support box here on the SPY. We have 43 votes right now. I'm going to close the poll. If you please take the poll if you can. Our people that take the poll here do a fairly good job of answering what they expect. And it tends to come true. So I'm going to close the poll up now. I'm going to end it. Only 44 votes. I'm kind of surprised. So I'm going to end the poll, and we're going to take a look at the results. Tesla ER reaction. So Winky's saying, I think 155 to the upside is the max. I want to wait to the downside. Tesla, I like your opinion, Winky. Tesla reaction. After close, up. Buy open, up 28%. No shit. I disagree with that. I think we have some people inside this. I think we have infiltrators in this stream today. I think we have infiltrators in here. How many of you have not? Maybe I should run a different poll and say how many of you have traded an actual Tesla ER? Because they tend to follow a certain script. You tend to have like the move leading up, the move the day of, and then most of the time, good or bad news, by open the next day, man, it's like flat. 26% of you said up, sell, 26%. All right, only 17% said sell, bloodbath. Yeah, I don't think you're getting a bloodbath at this point. Maybe you get a bloodbath. Maybe they're accounting for that, right? The bloodbath. What is a bloodbath? I'm going to assume that this is not a bloodbath, right? 136, 133.80. That's not a bloodbath. A bloodbath would have to be below 133. That's a bloodbath. That's what I would consider a bloodbath. If you got bears out there tomorrow and we open up down here, I'm going to be like, that's not good enough. You know, if we open up like tomorrow down here, that's not a bloodbath. But most Tesla ERs, unless they come out with, my expectation on Tesla is they're going to have the guidance will be mixed. The report will be bad. I think most of that stuff's priced in. They'd really have to come out with something ugly. I hope that their guidance airs dirty laundry in the beginning and then ends with, hey, but we're not as concerned with the recession as we thought we once were. We lowered our price of our vehicles. And I don't think you're going to get continuation tomorrow higher unless there's some announcement that nobody knows that's directly impactful to Tesla. So if you're a bull, your like most probable outcome is to wrap it up at some point and then re-enter, I would say, end of week. Now, you lose, I guess, if there's some announcement that's unknown that directly impacts something like, yeah, we're launching the truck tomorrow or something. We're filling orders tomorrow. Now we're filling orders in 6 months. None of the discussion about an SUV, none of that stuff. I don't want to hear any of that crap. You literally need, like, we're splitting the stock or something. You need something that's unknown, it's actionable, and it needs to be priced in for the stock to immediately go up and hold. There's like a function to that. You need to have new buyers for those calls, right? You need more people to buy calls for the stock to go up. Getting a quick squeeze here on SPY and on Tesla. Bear capitulation, baby. Bear capitulation. Bear capitulation happening right here. That's what this is. Just getting squoze. Let's see what you guys are saying in the yeah, like, so it can't be anything that you know, and it can't be anything that's down the road. I think the only thing you could say down the road would be in the guidance. It would have to be something like, we've positioned ourselves. Like, the one thing about Microsoft was like, we're scared of the recession, and we don't fucking know if we're ready for it. That was bad. If you're like, oh, no, we got recession coming, we don't fucking care, we're ready to go. Like, that kind of a message is completely different. Good example to play after earnings from this morning drop. It refilled the gap, thus bring up SPY. Yep, exactly right, Ricky Thompson. Yeah, you need to see. I don't know if it's business investment. You like for just a good ER. I think you need to. I think you need to hear something like, it's like Microsoft was bullish, believe it or not, because Microsoft is planning for the future. You guys have to understand that. Like parse what the words are being said. The one negative that Microsoft had was, we've got a recession coming. We think that could hurt us. That's an important thing to know, right? But if Tesla somehow would have to, dump some baggage and then say, but we're positioned for a recession. That's like a key thing. Is we're positioned for a recession. If you're positioned for a recession, you are way above a lot of other companies that are not positioned for a recession. Yeah, then I agree with that. Just some guys, something the market doesn't know about. I've traded so many. I've traded, I don't know, 20, 30 ERs, like through ER. I've traded them, and usually it's something like, so usually even if it's a good ER, you'll get a sell off if you've traded up into it. Sell the news. If you trade down into it, it'll go higher, but then by open the next day, you've got. I mean, the one Microsoft is very similar to Tesla. You've got people that buy the underlying, and they will try to take profit and reposition. I'm telling you, there's some old school Tesla bulls out there that know that if Tesla cranks, that they take the money on the underlying, and they look for another reposition. Tesla bulls love buying the week after an earnings season. Ask a longtime Tesla bull; they'll tell you. Now, when I've held through a Tesla earnings, typically what'll happen is you'll see the IV kick out on the calls the next day. And even if the price goes up, you're not going to get paid on those calls unless there was some news in that ER that was unknown, that was actionable. Then you'll see the interest re-kick in on the opening bell. You'll see it crank. Yeah. Yeah. So Jen's saying the 3-day rule. I agree. I agree with that. Um, yeah, Chase is saying maybe that Microsoft info will be important in the rest of the market, but apparently not. The recession is not priced in. Yes, it is. You can't say it isn't. You're trying to tell me the recession is priced in. I'm going to tell you what's not priced in. I'm going to tell you what's not priced in. You guys don't. You got fucking bears, man. I love you, bears, but you guys don't understand. The recession is priced in. What's not priced in is a Fed pause. I can't believe the number of bears that I see on social media that claim that like the inversion, like the yield curve inversion, dude. Winky, tell them, man. Like the yield curve inversion, right? If you go back historically, does not predict another leg down. Does not consistently predict another leg down. Unemployment predicts another leg down, and bears don't want to get this through their fucking heads. But you guys need to get your own charts out. Stop consuming shit on FinTwit. Stop fucking reading Market Watch and fucking CNBC. Like, kick that shit to the ground. Just go open up a chart. Look at when the Fed pauses. If you ever see the Fed pause or cut rates, the market plummets every single time. Now, the price that the market's at is not relevant. That's one key with when the pause comes and when the rates get cut. The other key in that is if the market believes the Fed is fighting inflation, it tends to stop going down and going sideways and up until they pause or cut rates. That did like consistently. And then the last part that I would say on this is if you just bring up the yield curve inversion, right? It doesn't predict another leg down. So the key point that I'm trying to make to you is if you're a bear out there, please, for the love of everything out there, if you're a bear out there, please believe me, please believe me. It is not the recession that hasn't been priced in. It is the fucking pause. Promise you. Promise you that at the moment they pause, the moment that they cut rates, dude, grab puts. Grab them all. Recession was priced in May, June. The next leg down is more than likely going to be a Fed rate pause. You should be, if you're a bear, you should be championing that. You should be like, yeah, let's pause it. I see bears on FinTwit all day long. They're like, they say the craziest shit to me right now. I'm like, they're like, bulls are hoping for a Fed pause. And matter of fact, if you're a bull and you think that a pause or a rate cut is going to go make the market go up, you're fucking crazy too. You're going to get smoked in that trade. Smoked. You just go look at it. You just bring up a chart. This shit's not hard to do. You guys, if you guys don't know how to do that, right? Let's do that real quick. We're in the middle of a broadcast here, okay? We're going to do this real quick so you guys can do this on your own. I think I can do this with you. So what we'll do here is make this real simple. Open up fucking trading view for yourself. I'm getting blown up over here. Hold on. Okay, so heads up. I want to give you guys a heads up. I got James over here on the line. He's saying there's a bearish divergence on Tesla. So we're going to move back to Tesla real quick. Be very, very, yeah, it is. We didn't make a new high on this. Be very careful. You're trading Tesla along right now. See you not get the new high right now on this 1 minute. We held the 1 minute. Held the 1 minute, got a new high. Held the 1 minute. If we don't get this new high right here, it could turn ugly. So be careful. If you're a Tesla bull, you want to see a new high right now. So just be really careful. There might be a trap in here for Tesla bull or for Tesla bulls. I'm on SPY right now. Wrong fucking chart. Hold on. Same chart then. I guess Tesla would be the same chart. You must get a new high right here. You cannot get not get a new high. So I'm gonna snap a line right here on here's Tesla. You need a new high. Cannot fail on this. Cannot fail on a new high. And same with SPY. SPY must get a new high here. We're getting a bearish divergence. The algo is telling us, watch out. So right there, I'm going to put that there for you. Okay, so if you're a bull or a bear, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're gonna go back to the original. This is a topic of conversation. Been grinding my ass on FinTwit specifically, and I love you guys. Like, I love you guys more than you know. You guys don't understand how much I love you. I don't care if you're a bear or a bull. I don't think that you understand how much I actually love you guys. Like, more than you know. I know that sounds corny and cheesy and all that. Oh, we got a new high on SPY, baby. Come on, Tesla, do it. SPY with a new high. Very bullish. That's super bullish. Woo. Super bullish. But we're gonna take a time out here because I never get to talk about this. This is a chart for SPX, okay? We're gonna make it real simple. You open up TradingView in your own trading app. Just open up SPX, okay? Just open up SPX. There's a little cross button here. You can come back to this program on your own. Press the plus, okay? You can type in three things. Fed funds rate. Just type in Fed funds rate. All right, just keep it real simple. The effective funds rate. There's a little box in here, and you can do a new pane. Okay, just click new pane. All right, and then you're going to do the unemployment rate, and we'll just start here, and then I'll show you how to do the yield curve. So here's the unemployment rate. Okay, you got the unemployment rate. Do new pane. Okay, and the last one that I want you to do is inflation. Okay. You got the rate of inflation, new pane. Click on it. Now, we're not going to do this right now, right? We're not going to go through this right now, but just you on your own. I want you on your own to honestly take a look back in history, right? When you've seen the Fed pause and then actually cut rates, what happens, okay, to the market? I just want you to really just please do me a solid and go back historically. Go back on SPX. And if you really want to go back far, look back on the NY, I think it's NYSE. I forget the ticker, but it's the New York fucking, I don't know why I'm having a NYA. It's called NYA. You can even do NYA up here and the New York Stock Exchange Composite, and that'll take you back to like 1930s and shit. You can go way back on the New York Composite, okay? And just like look at all of these things lining up on your own. Smoke a doobie, drink a bourbon, drink some tea. I don't care if you're a bull or bear. Just go back and look at how many times um, the market's actually uh, gone down, and what the reason was, when the last leg down was, any of that stuff. I want you to on your own look and just like get familiar with that kind of stuff. Because the talk that I see out there on social media is mind blowing, and you have to understand that some of this information that you're consuming you're consuming it from someone else out there that's in a huge short position, like huge, or they've sold something for fees because they have a license, right? And they're selling Doom, right? You bought Doom, you bought Vol, and you have to print this for people. You have to understand the motivations behind people with a lot of money that need this to play out. And so, I urge you on your own to go back and just look at this stuff, because I'm all for the market coming down one more time, but certain things haven't happened for that to happen. And the yield curve inversion is not the way. You guys just on your own just do the 10 minus 2. That's 2 minus 10, I think. No, 10 minus 2, I think. I can't forget the exact. It's one way or the other. But you can look at that in times when the market has crashed, and it hasn't every time. It doesn't have like 100% win rate, and you want that 100. You want the absolute sure. And the last point I would make on this is, if you're like, the recession's not priced in yet, I would still tell you that you're still arguing the point of, we have another leg down and it's going to happen right now. When my point to you is, even if it is going to happen, you should be waiting for the signal, because if we're getting another leg down, what do you need 100 points for? You should be able to get 600 or 800 risk free. Does that make sense? Is that like logical and probable for like that major leg down? Do you need all 800 points? Or do you need 600 points? You know what I mean? If we end up grinding higher for 9 months and you were wrong, who's the only one that gets hurt in that trade, right? That's my only point. Is that doesn't mean we don't sell off at 406 or sell off at 410 or 420, 460, or it takes us 9 months to get to 460. I'm saying that when you're committed to an argument, right? You have to, or when I'm reading the argument that you're committed to, I'm thinking about, well, do they actually know when the market has another leg down or not? Because I can show them when it does. It's usually when the Fed funds rate's cut. It's usually when unemployment's up, like 100% of the time. If you're arguing that it's the yield curve inversion, I can show you 3 to 4 times out of every 10 that has not happened. That's not a high win rate for trying to short a market. It's not a high enough win rate to guarantee it. And you can see the pain right now. Does that mean that we're going to 460? I can't guarantee that, but I can guarantee that next leg down, right, is not guaranteed with recession. It's not. Historically, it's not. It is historically if we get a rate cut. It is historically if unemployment goes up and we get a rate cut every single time. I think Winky can talk to you about that on the side, outside of this broadcast. If you ever want to reach out to him, he can explain it. Another guy that explains it very well is Larry Williams. He shows every instance, and I think someone was telling me that Bob Kendall came out and talked about that past couple days. He was talking about the yield curve inversion, and you've seen me talk about it. You should look up In the Money. That guy's got a YouTube channel. That guy does some of the best like how to trade videos out there. Look up a guy named In the Money. He's got a YouTube channel. Check that guy out, man. That guy's talked about this shit too. Like, you should know as an investor and as a trader when we actually roll over, what causes a rollover. Just like basic simple things out there. We had, depending upon here's the other thing. Here's another argument. I heard another argument where it's like, typically we'll buy a dip at with a 40 EPS of 10 or 12 or 14. I'm like, shit, we had some forward estimates at 14 this summer. At 14. Not where it should be, but you start to think about 14, and if 10's at 2,800 or something like that, we're already at 345. So, like, if we trade sideways and up and we have a bottom at 2,800 or 3,000, was that really a win for a bear? And then if you're really looking for the next leg down, from 460 down to 2,800, that's a huge leg down, right? So I think the price is a concern to me, and then what causes that leg down? I think we're looking at the wrong things. Oh yeah, baby, 461, way up there on SPY, way up there. Yeah, Arlie is diverging bearishly on Tesla. See how SPY's got the move, and Tesla's losing some momentum here. See that momentum loss in Tesla? And look at SPY just cranking. 461. Look at that. Just straight beast mode. That's, I love the SPY. Look at the SPY, man. SPY just doesn't care. Now trading 458. It's now trading 458. Look at that yellow bar right there. Held that like it was nothing. Look at that, all like crayoned out for you. Look at that SPY just moving, just pumping. No one ever needs that gas ever again. Yeah, I don't think shorts were disappointed this morning. I just don't think most people took the short. I don't think most people grabbed it. I think there's only very few quick traders grabbed it yesterday on the close. Well, I know some people did after the close. I posted last night on Twitter. What did I post yesterday on Twitter? I think some people went short yesterday at like 6 or so, or 5-ish. I think 20 hours ago I posted this. There was a nice short. I think bears did well today. So I'm not going to say bears didn't do well. This was the post yesterday, right? This was at 6:38 p.m. You can see it right here. Do we go down here? Did we hit that today? We hit that. So I think bears did really well in here. This is a good move down for bears today. But it wasn't the leg down, was it? That wasn't the leg down, was it? That was with the Yosemite Sam post on FinTwit. SPY is like a honey badger, just doesn't care. Yeah, it's not supposed to go down. It's supposed to go up. That's what it's done over time, right? You got killed in the reversal. Now is the time for bears to reload shorts into the next peak. I love John. I mean, you guys can see this, right? Is the time to short? So let's look at it real quick. Where was the time to short on this one? You know where it was, right? Broke support. This eventually got taken out in the morning, right? So if you're asking me, should I stay short here, Captain? I called Chaz this morning and said, fuck no, we're looking for a long here, right? We're getting back up there again, right? We're coming back up here again. This is what a bear wants. So you got John Haggerty saying it's time to go short again. Let's look for where the next short is. I'm assuming that a bear can look at that, almost a perfect tag above, right to the pin up there. Nice. See how we've had the bearish divergence here on Tesla. Tesla to make a new high. It's kind of weak. See how SPY got its new high. Well, let's look real quick. We're gonna before it's 3:13. We're gonna do a quick look ahead for SPY if you're a SPY bull or bear, and what would be the expectation for the rest of the week. We know that unless I missed something, the big earnings done for the rest of this week. I think that they are. I'll look real quick. Earnings this week. So today's Wednesday. We've got Visa tomorrow, only 3.4%. I think that's before they open. Oh, it's after the close. Visa is the biggest one. We have Comcast. That's before the open, I believe. And then Friday we've got wait a minute. This week on Friday, we've got Chevron, American Amex. Not much. All the financials we have for the rest of this week. So big volatility for this week. Probably done. Probably done for this week. We got a new low today, which is good from the previous low. We got another low. We have a new low here, but we did not get a new low from the 20th. Today's 25th. This looks like the low for the week here for me. If I had to guess, this is the implied move for the low for this week. The implied move for this week, I think, is 1.7%. So we have low volatility after today. We got some CPI stuff tomorrow, right? For economic calendar. What do we got for? We have PCI. Hold on. What do we have tomorrow? I feel we got something going on tomorrow. We got claims tomorrow. We've got GDP, durable goods. This could be some volatility, right? But Friday we have real volatility with PCE pricing. Of course, PCE is not a consumer price or CPI, which is different, right? And so PCE came in kind of hot. I do want you to remember that the cost of goods to a producer is not the same as the cost of goods you pay for goods. So we have today's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I want to see 406 up here by Friday. That's what I want to see for this OPEX. 25th, 26th, 27th. Got a couple days next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, I'd like to see something like this I would like to see something like some weakness down here. I'd like to see this hold. Some weakness from tomorrow's economic calendar. And possibly some kind of a move up here on Friday. That's what I'm looking for. Something like that into Friday. And I think they're going to blow off PCE on Thursday. That's what I think. I think this is how it goes right here. Thursday, Friday. And I would be remiss, and it wouldn't surprise me to see that JPM collar. Let's look at SPX real quick. JPM collar is right there, right? And we got the end of the month here. 31st. Would that surprise you right there? Some kind of tag up there? Does that make sense to you? Heading up into the 31st. Maybe we are blood into Friday. I guess I'm looking for another dip at this point. I guess that's what I'm looking for, another dip to buy. So that's what I'm be looking for. We're looking for some kind of a dip. Anything. That's what I'm looking for. Some kind of a dip to buy into this collar. See if they monetize this shit by end of month. That's what I'm looking for. This isn't a bad place. Like John Haggerty's right. Anywhere up in here is fine. I think John's right. John's got the right idea. There could be a moment where we swing high and then back down in here. If we do swing high in here, if I was a bear, I would be diamond handed your puts or market hedge up here. So John's has a valid point. This is the start of adding another hedge on the market. So yeah, you're right, John. I can't disagree with you, man. I think you're right. Maybe some weakness Thursday and Friday, possible, and then into the monthly OPEX, which is Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll get that pin up there. Nice tag above. Tesla fighting right now. I mean, look at Tesla just saying, no, I don't care. Were any of you expecting this move into the close today on Tesla? I wasn't. I was expecting the blood. I was hoping for the bloodbath down. I was hoping that puts would get trapped and shorts would get trapped in here and they'd get overly bearish, but that didn't happen. I'm going to put the news squawk on for you. So we can get the so you can get we can get it get the stuff that we want to hear. Okay, here. White House spokesman Jean Pierre, the Biden and House Representative Speaker McCarthy debate meeting is not locked in yet. U.S. Defense Department spokesman Kirby, the U.S. has seen no indication that Putin intends to attack NATO territory. You guys heard about the tanks being approved. That would mean that whatever was talked about, rumors that were talked about a truce, was not agreed to. U.S. Senate Majority Leader Schumer, I plan to speak with House Representative Speaker McCarthy on the U.S. debt limit. We know that that's really a big deal in June. Long stalled West Coast port labor talks are showing no signs of progress, according to people familiar with the negotiations, extending uncertainty for U.S. retailers who rely on the cost of import goods from Asia. That's adding some volatility into PCE. West Coast port labor contract talks remain in limbo. Wall Street Journal. Germany's Chancellor Scholz. No-fly zones will not be imposed over Ukraine. Punchbowl reporter tweets, House Republican Speaker McCarthy told the U.S. Democrat Senator Manchin that he will not cut Social Security and Medicare. Bunch of political talkers today. Not going to go through all of them. Bank of Canada is saying that the economies of the U.S. and Europe are slowing, but they're not proving more resilient, or they're proving more resilient than predicted in the October NPR. That has to do with the unemployment rate not coming down. Yeah, like the basic way to understand the JPM collar is it doesn't matter which way it goes. The market could go up or go down. They'll monetize each side. So basically, they want it to go to like 306, or excuse me, the 406, and then they'll monetize and get a free put side down to like 30. I think it's 3060, and they pin back to 360. I think by March 30th. But there's some other options that they have in that hedge. If the market continues higher, they can just stay on that one side of that trade and not monetize. So you really want to be watching to see if they monetize at any point. I haven't heard that they've monetized anywhere. Has anybody out there heard anything about them monetizing? Um, yeah, I think there's the problem with the, or not problem, but the JPM collar used to hit and then didn't hit. It was like or like it wasn't accurate like 70% of the time, and then like 2 years ago it started getting so much traction that it wasn't the collar was big, it was that everybody was trading to it. Yeah, everyone was trading to it. So that's the fear right now, right? Everybody trades to it. Yeah, we're back in balance, or at the bottom of balance again, Chase. I don't know. I haven't looked on the 5-day to see if we're back in balance again. I'll have to look. Fuck, man, we're bullish here. Talk about price discovery, higher and lower. Ping pong ball. You guys want to see the? Are you guys good with the? You guys want to see the algorithm? And put that up if you want. I wouldn't trust it, but we can look at it if you want. Oof. You want to look at it real quick? We can look at it if you want. Hold on. Let's put the trigger on it too. Well, the trigger doesn't look good on it. That's in the daily. We get rid of the trigger. Do the 20. Let me get rid of that. 20, 27. Change the color. The yellow. Make it fat thick. Why do I have a green line in here? Well, that's the regressiveness of it. Okay. This is the algo on looking for a reversal back here at 181, predicting higher. This is the 50-day on the 1-day chart. Tesla's bullish so far on a daily. Looking to go up. We'll look on the hourly. See what it says in the hourly. On the hourly, it's expecting some weakness. We're still above the hourly trigger right now. I think it does a better job on low time frames. 15-minute. Gets more bars. I can add bars to it too. See if I can. Showing sideways in the 15. This is into, yeah, it's not showing that much.
Bank of Canada's Macklem says the biggest near-term economic risk to Canada would be if rapid reopening of
Showing a
Chinese
downward
economy
movement of the
caused
bell.
global commodity and oil prices to rise. Says the question is we're asking ourselves if we have done enough, and we're pausing to assess whether we've done enough. And Bank of Canada's Governor Macklem says we're not even thinking about cuts to interest rates right now, and says if service price inflation is
Yeah, it's
stickier
showing
than expected,
Tesla. The algo is saying
we
that
would
Tesla should
likely
sell off
need
into this
to
bell.
raise rates further. And says the bar is higher than it was last time for further rate hikes.
Okay, we're gonna put up yeah, it expects that they it says here that it expects they're gonna report after market close. The earnings call should be later though. They switched from West Coast time to East Coast time. So the earnings call will be at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, Wall Street time. But I believe they dropped the numbers just after the close today. Does anybody think that it's later? Yeah, that's hell, baby. Here comes the sell off into the bell. That's really what I'm looking for. I want to see if we get a sell. I want to see if we get the sell into the bell down here on SPY and maybe buy some calls here for Friday. Yeah, it should be right after the bell. You should get the numbers out first, and then at 5:30 will be the call. You probably don't want to be on the call with me on a live stream. You probably want to tune into someone that's like a Tesla Q or Tesla Bull. They love talking numbers. I've given that shit up. I don't bother anymore. I feel like I lose money when I know too much about Tesla. I I start drinking the Kool-Aid. That goes for like bears and bulls. So I'm a better Tesla investor the less that I know. Do any of you feel like that out there? Do any of you feel like you're a better Tesla investor the less that you know? I feel like I went down the rabbit hole on Tesla a bunch of years ago, and then I was always upside down with Tesla. And then when I started looking at it like purely accumulation and distribution, I was like, this is easy. Not about the math. Yeah, I used to be that kind of guy. I used to be the kind of guy that was like, here's the price of Tesla. Here's the price of Tesla in 20 years. I don't care if we do this because eventually we'll be here. That's what I used to think. Then I always felt like I wasn't happy being a Tesla investor. I would be upside down in my holdings and stuff. Tesla's a chart trade for you, not number. Yeah, the entire market, the less you know, the better. Actual Dan bought a bunch of put spreads. Yeah, I'm not. So you guys, if you guys want to know my views, if you guys want my views on the market on different time frames, or my take on the market right now is that we trade sideways and up. We're waiting for unemployment to come up and a pause in Fed fund rates to get our last leg down. That's my take on the market. If you want to look at it from a lower time frame, we're basically about to print a cup and handle, and if we hold that, we don't start selling the market. We're looking at an inverse head and shoulders that prints 460. That could take some time. And if we trade sideways and up, you might see a low in March, April, and then we trade it up through the summertime. Have another low in June or something, June or July, or more than likely June. They'll take another whack at it to dump this market and pause rates, or front run the pause or the cutting of rates in September, October, November. I think the worst trading plan that you can have in this market is it's going to implode on itself. Like we're going to have a market collapse. I've traded those, and even then, it's usually better to take the long side. The market's built for that. I know that some people need to be bears or they trade better as bears, so I respect that 100%. But for myself, I you know what the other thing too, it's weird is when we're in a bull market, it's easier to be a bear too. You pretty much know every month that you're gonna get some selling, take a nice put position, make some money. Bulls take it back for a few weeks, another sell off. It's pretty consistent money. I don't think I know too many bears or bulls when the market is stable that don't make money. If you think about this past year, market stopped going down as well, like the market. Or if you think about this, if you think about the past 3 years, the bear market began at the end of 2020 for a lot of speculative growth stocks. And then you saw 2021. They came after any stocks that weren't involved in corporate debt bonds. And then 2022, they came after the indexes and most of the corporate debt bond companies like Apple's and Amazon's, Facebook and Meta and all those companies. So this bear market's been lasting for some time now. Like, to deny that that hasn't been going on since late 2020 is a farce, right? So it's been going on for some period of time. I have friends. I have friends that you guys probably know, but you don't know that we're friends outside of this stuff. With like 500,000 followers, have conversations with them, and they talk about the same stuff. These are bears and bulls. The market hasn't really been going down since May of this year. So it's not that it can't go down again or another leg down. It's that think about how long you've been screaming bear. Like, it's been since May. That's, well, how many months is that? 8 months now, right? We're at the end of we're at the end of January. 8 months. 8 months. I know that I have bear friends that have gotten. Dude, I talk to people that DM me all the time that are bears, and I have bulls that contact me and bears that contact me, and they're like, I got fucked up since May. I have a very close friend that got destroyed in May when we didn't continue down. So I think bulls and bears right now, past 8 months, like the idea of consistency, whether we're going down or going up. Like this seesaw market is tearing people up. And there's still not a lot of cash deployed in the market. That's the other thing about a bull market. Even if you're a bear, think about this if you're a bear. If we're in a bull market, and we start to sell off, it's easier to be a bear in that market than it is in this market. This market's a very difficult market for traders and investors. I don't think that this market's been easy on retailers in general. Do you guys disagree with that statement in any way, or am I misspeaking about this stuff? Let me know. A little bit of selling into the bell here. We've got 3:36, 20 minutes left. SPY hit its target above here, almost to the pin strike, right? Which is kind of nice. That's the 5-minute chart. We'll look at the 1 minute. And you see some weakness in the SPY heading into the bell here. I expect this weakness into the bell. We've got S1 and S2 down below. You can see where I've got them marked here. So we're going to look for this weakness into S2 and then S1. I'm going to expect some weakness I'm going to expect weakness after the bell here. So my concern here would be if you're a bear, you want to be able to get out of this trade. If you wanted to synthetically trade it, I would possibly recommend some puts into the bell and SPY, maybe, and then be able to close them out at some point after the bell in here. I'm not going to take that trade with you because I don't like how puts are structured. If you did some put spreads here on SPY, I'd be interested in monetizing them before the close today. Depending on where we go. I guess you can't monetize them. You could cut a leg off if we squeeze higher in here, but I don't like, unlike Netflix and Microsoft, I don't like the idea of Tesla. I don't like the idea of not having the control. You might even do better in the futures market on a Tesla trade or a SPY or an ES trade, because you have the ability to get out of a trade here around like 6 o'clock tonight. I don't like the if any time in that, usually we like bleed off into the guidance meeting, but man, like if you get upside down in that trade, at any point you're going to be fucked. So if you're a cash market guy, my recommend to you is that you look for a dip to buy in this market. You'd want to see you're hoping for another dip buy down below here at 398. As a matter of fact, I'll look at it on a. I'll look at that. I'll give you a hard number. Okay, I'm gonna give you a hard number if you're a bull. Get a piece of paper and a pen out. Open a notepad. I'm gonna give you some hard numbers here. Okay. If you're a futures trader, I'll give you a hard number if you like. Some hard numbers here so you can plan this out right now. So if you're a SPY trader, okay, and you're not hedging in after hours, I'm gonna tell you exactly what you're looking for. You are looking to defend 399.34. You want to buy 399.34. It's right here. That's how high this is for SPY bulls. You want to defend 399.34. If you're super bearish, 398.23. So I'm going to draw a dip in here. 398. Look at how high that is. 398.23. That right there. We're going to get rid of this one right here. This is your dip buy as a bull. There's green.
Again now to the early market on close imbalance, still sitting at 43 million to the sell side.
And here's your green right here. That's what a bull's, believe it or not, trying to buy right here. Isn't that wild? A bull wants to hold these two. Now, here's the deal, okay? That's how bullish this day was. So hold on here. Get rid of all this stuff now. I'm gonna give you some stuff. Get your notepads out, okay? Seriously, get your notepads out. And we'll watch this together as the day closes and see if we blow past this. Like if we blast down here, right? If we blast down here and don't get a bid, don't catch a bid, I'm gonna tell you the next spot as well. So I'm gonna get your notepads out. Ready? You got 399.39 first support on SPY. 398.23. If you want to get bearish, right, and we break that level, you're looking for 394.16, way down here. What you would do is turn this into a you turn these green boxes into yellow boxes. Okay, so if bulls don't hold on to this, right? Let's say we have bloodbath after the bell, and bulls can't hold this, right? This is the meat of the trade right here. This is the money shot. Yesterday, when we were in that close, when I made that post at 6 p.m., the meat of the trade was right here. That's why I made that post. Like there's money in here, so you can keep these levels for yourself heading into tomorrow, and keep these levels for yourself heading into this ER for Tesla. And if you're a Tesla bull and Tesla, if you're a SPY bull or market bull, and let's just say Tesla bleeds off or sells off down here, this is where you're looking to buy a bottom, right down here, 394.19. If you want my opinion, this is not financial advice. My opinion, though, is that we hold this by open, and I would think that corresponds to some kind of dip on Tesla and then a rip higher by open tomorrow. That's what I think happens. I think we open somewhere around this 141 tomorrow on Tesla, and then we'll make a real move afterwards. I think if you're a Tesla bull or bear, I think I truly believe. Now, this doesn't work every time, so don't fucking be like, oh, Cap said this, and it didn't do this. But, dude, my experience as a Tesla trader, I fucking hate holding anything for the next expiry on Tesla. Hate it with a passion. Fucking hate it. Calls, puts, I don't care. It's like totally something where, depending upon if it's good or bad news, I'd be going out there buying puts or calls afterwards. That's me personally, though. You can always get some kind of unknown news that we don't know about from Tesla. But man, I've had ERs that are good, and they don't fucking send Tesla for a week or two. Someone else, Lisa or someone in the chat, said the same thing. 3 days after, then you place your trade. So I'm going to warn you of that, okay? Do your own due diligence, make your own decisions. This is not financial advice, and that sort of stuff. If you're looking for a way to trade Tesla under the bell here, you might have a nice put position you can take. I just don't like how puts are structured. And then I would close them up by 4:15. No fucking way. So we'll set that up for you, okay? For me, let's pretend I'm trading. I'm not going to trade it, but let's say I was trading it, okay? I don't like trading puts because they fucking are not built to pay. It's like very directional. So here we go. Here's SPY. And watch, I'll probably lose this trade. I'm fairly certain I'll lose this trade. I'm not gonna trade this for real. I fucking hate trading puts. I'll be honest with you. So we've got January 25th, right? I mean, look at puts. Look at puts on SPY. They're worthless. 3 cents on 398s. 399s or 14 cents. They're basically telling you got to buy. 51 cents for 400. For 400 P's in here, man. Fucking. Let me look on tomorrow's. Can't look at this for today. Can't do it. And tomorrow's puts are expensive as oh no, yeah, they're kind of expensive. 396. What are we down here? 398. 398. 398.
Early market on close. Imbalance still 43 million to the sell side.
All right, they're $1 for tomorrow. You know what? I'm not even going to do that. We're just going to call shit tickets. 21 Delta. Yeah, I'll do 396. We probably won't hit it, will we? We're not, no fucking way we're hitting 396. Not on the bell. 397 P's for tomorrow. Okay? Let's just pretend we're trading these right now. And I'm going to look for monetizing these at 397. So right here. Hold on here. How do I do this? Drawings. 397s. 397s. We're not going that far down. I'm going to try to monetize them like right here. Okay. Right in here. Take the money right down in here. I think we get the bleed down here. I think we can even get the bleed down here, and then we go down here. Let's see what happens into this bell. Okay, so that's my trade. I'm not actually taking it. I fucking hate puts, man. I got to be honest with you. I'll take them sometimes, but I'm like, you really have to. I'll rather just sit out, man, and just wait. So there we go. Starting to bleed off right now into the bell. 347. We've got 12 minutes. We're finding some support right here on the 5-minute chart. We're going to see if this holds. Matter of fact, I'll give you a better price target. 398.27. 398.27. You ready? 398.27. Here is where I think we go. Right there, that white box. By 4:15. You guys ready for it? What are you guys doing? Why don't you guys give me a shout out in the chat? Do you think we're going down here or not? Do you think we're going to blast off? Do it for like shits and giggles. Just let me know in the chat. Let me know if you think. I guess we could spike up and then down too, so I'll show that. My take is that maybe we spike up. Maybe we do this, like this, and then we straight down. That's my trade for you. Something like that. Let me do it like this. We'll do it this way. Spike up, and then we bloodbath down here. That's what I think. You let me know in the chat what you think is going to happen. And then I think after the bell, it comes back up over here, like 5:30. I think it bloodbaths some more, and then it comes back up for the open tomorrow. That's my take. Be a kick-ass trade, a butterfly right here, right into this bell. A butterfly for Friday would be fucking awesome. A butterfly would be a great trade on this ER. I don't think any more kappa. It's a bad habit. Puts aren't boring. This is not a misfit trade, just so you know. I think there's a liquidity grab above and we go down. Misfit was not a liquidity grab. Misfit was, let's be clear about that. Misfit yesterday hit target and it was monetized. That's what happened to Misfit yesterday. Misfit was not going any higher because there was no new good news to make it go higher. That's the truth. Gotta be honest with yourselves out there. There's mechanical reasons why it hit where it hit and then why profit was taken. Yeah, you normally do the inverse. Yeah, I think we're flat by open tomorrow too, unless we get some bad news, some bad economic news. So I'm not trading this. I'm not willing to give up the money on this. I guess there could be an argument that you get a squeeze higher because you'll get shorts that'll close. Panic buying into the close. I'm not hearing anything on the stream so far. I'll put on. Let me see if I can find anything for Tesla. I don't think Tesla earnings shouldn't come out until later, or they should have that shitty music. Not shitty, but
now to the market on
Burning
close
Man
imbalance.
music.
Currently sitting at 1.4 billion to the sell side, just waiting for the final orders. Market on close imbalance at 1.4 billion to the sell side. That's the market on close imbalance for the NYSE, 1.4 billion to sell.
Yeah, I'm looking at all these live broadcasts for ER. These people are like, all these like they like break out the technical details and all of the fundamentals. And I'm like, what does this have to do with the price of Tesla? It's got nothing to do. But I understand it. I used to be like that. I'm not like that anymore. Let them shine. It's ER season, right? Let these guys shine. SPY 398.14. I'm looking for right down here. It's actually lower now. 398.14. I'll just.
So in around just under
text
just under 10 minutes.
398.14. Let's see if we can guess this.
Manufacturing BSI, that's seasonally adjusted. Did see a prior read of 71. That's at the market close there, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Also at this time, we do get Intel reporting their Q4 2022 earnings.
Pretend that I'm in some puts right now. Pretend that I'm in. You can track me on this. Pretend I'm in 397 Ps. I'm going to monetize them right down here.
No Intel earnings today. A Tesla reporting after the close, and IBM. Apologies for that mistake.
We'll put the implied move up here for Tesla. I don't think you get this implied move right after the bell either. You might. But I think the guidance is going to be key. I think guidance is key right here. I need a beer. You guys want a beer? You guys want to have a beer with me? Let me see if I can get a beer. Give me a second. I'm gonna ask Consuelo if she'll bring me a beer. Hold on. Sweet. I just asked Consuelo for a bear. She's bringing it to me. Hell yes. I love it. Oh, yeah. Bears love it when we're going down. They want to see some blood into this close. It's 3:53. We've got 7 minutes left until the end of the day here. Bulls are wondering what's going to happen. We got bright red blood right now. We want to see if we can get this break on the big green line right here. Oh, yeah, baby. Bright green blood. Bring it on down. Blood. Hit my price target down here. I don't care if it's before the close or if it's after the close. Give me some of that blood. I want to see it. I want to go 3 for 3. I want to do the Netflix and the misfit earnings. I want to hit that price target down below. Don't squeeze yourself out of there. Be committed if you're a bear. If you're a bear, you know what you do. You hold your puts to the bitter end, right? You hold them to expiry. Don't be believing no bull like me talking to you, telling you they were going up. You should be short right into this bell, and you hold it until Friday. You place your trades, right? You turn off the internet. You stop reading the news. You open the hatch to the bunker. You climb on down, right? You smash the ham radio with your hammer, right? And you chain yourself to the wall like a big hairy bear, and you just wait until it prints. That's what you do. Hold on a second here. We got a delivery. I just bought this old house. I'm trying to put a bunch of make it a smart house. So I got deliveries for a smart house. Sorry about that. Hold on a second here. And I got a bear to drink with you. You place your trades if you're a bear, right? Oh, I'm getting screwed here. My puts are burning right now. I'm going to hold them until 4:15 here. I don't have actual puts, so please don't trade them.
5 minutes time now at the top of the hour, do get the South Korean consumer sentiment prior read of 89.9. Also 10 minutes time following the market close, we do get Tesla reporting Q4 2022 earnings. This is at 4:05 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh no, don't hurt me.
Estimated earnings per share is $1.12.
Don't squeeze me out.
Estimated revenue of $24.065 billion.
397 Ps are now at 6. I'm getting hurt right now in some puts. I'm not actually in puts right now. I'm getting pain trade. What are you bears? You bears you try to beat each other up over here. I don't know why you do that. You guys are savages. Hold on a second here. Here's the 1 minute chart on Tesla. I should have taken Tesla puts into the bell, not SPY puts into the bell. I don't trade puts on Tesla. Tesla bleeding off into the bell, now trading more. Had a low of 143.91. This is S2 right here, almost tagged 143.59. Hold on, let me get this back in line for Tesla bulls. We got the implied move right here for you. Look at what I'm doing here. I'm fucking this all up. I'm getting the pain trade on Tesla on SPY puts right now. Come on, print me my puts. Yeah, you don't actually have puts in the fuck no, I don't need puts. Fuck no, I hate trading puts. I hate them. I'm getting the pain trade right now. They're squeezing me out, man. I'm just going to hold them into 4:15 here. Please, 4:05, just give me a bad report so it goes down and prints. Not report, yeah. Just give me bad numbers. Oh yeah, you guys are cracking some. Let's go. You're doubling down on I'm gonna dollar cost average some puts right now. Fuck no. Cracking a bear with you. Fuck. I'm not even looking over there. I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, if I was in SPY puts right now, this is not good, right? You're above the 1 minute, you're above the 5 minute. Not a good position to be in. Not a good position right now to be in if you're in puts. This is some pain if you're actually in puts right here. I'll be honest with you. You see this blue line right here? I would have had a stop right there. This is where I would have stopped out right here. I'd be in some serious pain. And we've got until 4:05, which is the worst. That's right. Yeah, I'll write this up here. Fake stops. This is where I'd put stops right here. Fake stops. So I would have already gotten my ass handed to me. I would have already been fucked in this trade. I know better. I'm not giving my fucking money back. Suck my balls on that one. Fake stops. I'm already getting torched. Wait a minute. We got to show her where my price target is. Where's my price target? Oh, right there. There's my price target. There's my price target down there. I'm already getting torched. Look at this. I'm getting torched. This is my price target down below. I'm getting pain here. Please, Lord, close the market. Close the... ring the bell, damn it. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Ring this. They squeeze you out like this. This is so gnarly. I don't know how you bears do this. You bears go down to your bunker and don't look at it for a few days. I know that's what you got to do. There's no way you can do this as a bear. You just get squeezed out right now. Terrible.
10 seconds to South Korea data.
Yeah, we don't care about South Korea data. We care about Tesla data. Oh, look at that squeeze after the bell. Yeah, puts are holding up pretty well.
90 spot 7.
They're only at that 56 cents right now. I'm surprised they're holding up so well.
5 p.m. Eastern time to get
Oh.
Tesla reporting Q4 2022 earnings. Estimated earnings per share of $1.12 with an estimated revenue of $24.065 billion.
Ooh.
Also, in 10 minutes' time, at 10 past 4 p.m. Eastern time, you get IBM as well reporting their
IBM, baby. They could save SPY.
Estimated earnings per share $3.58 with an estimated revenue of $16.378
Cheers.
billion.
I didn't consider IBM. I would not be short in SPY with IBM reporting. Watch IBM come out and be like, we've got our own AI. I've been working on it for the past decade. IBM goes to like all-time highs. Replaces Google and Microsoft, been sitting on their asses for the past 10 years. Now 4:01, 4 minutes until the report. Had a strike right down on S2 at the bell on SPY or on Tesla. Indecision in Tesla right now. I'm gonna sell. I'm not definitely not holding these. I said 415. That's bullshit. I'm not waiting for IBM to report. No way possible would I be waiting for IBM to report. IBM will send this market to all-time new highs. You guys want some targets for SPY if IBM does a good report? Jesus. 401.80. Woof. 402.65 right here. Right there. If IBM has a good report, there it is. Right there. And there's my target down below. We'll see how this swings right here. You got the CaptainJimJames fake puts down here. IBM could send us up here by 415. Tesla reacting with green candles right now. Check the volume on Tesla. Keep an eye on Bookmap over here. Hold on. There's some sell orders above on SPY at 4038. 4038 on ES. So if this does run up on your long on SPY after the bell here, you might want to take profit before 415. Man, I might take some calls here. Man, all these fucking calls are worthless for today on Tesla or on SPY. 403s for tomorrow, or 72 cents for tomorrow for calls. Look at me, I might buy some fucking calls. I'm looking at 403Cs for 72 cents here. I wasn't thinking about IBM. 403, that's too high. 402s though are a dollar. Oh man, I want to buy some calls right now.
So 1 minute till we're expecting
Real
Tesla's
bad.
Q4 2022 earnings.
What do you guys think? Buy some calls here or no? Yeah, I like 402s better. The 403s look like they're the way. They're trading 75 cents right now. I'm on just bought a 10-pack of 403Cs for 74 cents. For real, not lying. Trading 75 cents, 76 cents. 74 cents, 73 cents. They're flat right now. Don't fucking sell off. SPY's not doing much right now. Trading down to 72 cents. I'm losing money right now. 71 cents. SPY's kind of like in a pause mode here.
Still waiting on Tesla's earnings.
I'm down like 5% right now in the trade. Oh, hold on, no sell. I'm going to put in a stop on this trade. Hold on a second. I got a limit stop of 50 cents on 403Cs right now. Oh, fuck me. If I get fucked in this trade, I'm going to be pissed.
So seeing Tesla earnings come through, Q4 revenue at 24.318 billion. So that is a beat on estimates of $24.156 billion. Adjusted EPS at $1.19. So that's a beat on estimates of $1.13.
Oh, dude, beats.
And the standard EPS at $1.07 there as well.
Come on,
So
baby.
Adjusted EBITDA at
Push up, baby.
$5.404 million versus estimates of $5.388 billion. So that's both billions.
Oh, don't
there.
fuck me like this.
Tesla's Q4 operating margins, they're coming in at 16%.
Grab some liquidity and go up.
TSLA. So they're adjusted.
Come on, go up. Go up.
$106 billion. It's a beat on estimate of $3.976 billion. So their free cash flow at $1.42 billion as well.
Calls are now 66 cents, 68 cents. I'm still holding them. Dude, that was a fucking beat. Go up. Oh, people are pissed right now. Oh, they're going to play games in the background right now. Come on, go up. Dude, if they try to pin this until 4:15, I'm going to be fucking pissed. Are they saying that it was a beat or not a beat? I swore he said beat. Am I going to get fucked on this trade here? Now trading 61 cents, 64 cents. These are for tomorrow. I wonder if I should hold them. I might hold these fucking things. I'm not fucking selling. I hate these fucking dealers. These fucking dealers. They're like, what do you mean a beat? Can you repeat that to me? I have to call my bank partner here and make sure that he can grab some liquidity.
EPS coming at a beat of $1.19 on
Oh, another beat.
Their revenue also came in at a beat of $24.318 million.
Woo!
$24.318 billion, sorry, on estimates of $24.156 billion.
You see this scam job in the back on Tesla?
Coming in a miss though, $1.42 billion on estimates of $3.13 billion.
Oh, dude, start cranking. Give me a high, baby. Give me a high.
From IBM now as well.
403 is now trading 73 cents.
$16.69 billion, an estimate of $16.38 billion. Operating EPS $3.60, a beat on estimates of $3.58. Their consulting revenue came in at a miss of $4.77
Oh,
billion.
fuck. Watch out for
on estimates
IBM.
of $4.78 billion. Software revenue did come in at a beat of $7.29 billion on estimates of $6.86 billion. Free cash flow came in at a miss of $5.21 billion on estimates of $5.8 billion. So IBM also reporting that they are to eliminate
I'm going to hit
3,900
down
jobs. That's from
87
their
cents,
CFO,
88
Kavanaugh.
cents. I'm out. Look at Tesla just moon. Sorry, I'm trying to manage a trade here. Tesla now trading 149.65. Just slapped it.
Following this, as they expect to remain ahead of their 50-year CAGR.
Implied move with guidance would be 155.32.
IT 50% CAGR with 1.8 million cars for 2023. Tesla also comment that they have sufficient liquidity to fund a product roadmap.
Be careful, IBM missed up here. You might not get follow through above. Now, the problem here, too, is you might not get the second leg on Tesla until you get guidance here. So be careful on Tesla. If you wanted to take the money and run on 149 without having guidance, that would make sense here. We tagged 150 flat. Yeah, we'll look at IBM next. Let's take a look at IBM and see what they're doing. Let me go over here. I'll leave Tesla up right now. These are people monetizing Tesla here at 150. And we know that they're going to wait for guidance here. Let's look at IBM. IBM traded 144. Not a huge move. Man, typical fucking earnings, right? They just don't want to pay Tesla. The amount of money they have to pay on Tesla is huge. You think we'll hit down below again, maybe?
Tesla also report their next generation vehicle platform is under development.
We'll look at IBM real quick. Man, Tesla, man, talk about a scam. I feel bad for Tesla. I might be eyeballing. Well, I don't know. Tesla or IBM. Man, you know how IBM is. Just trade that shit sideways. Let me look at IBM real quick. Yeah, like that's the thing about IBM. That shit just trades sideways. This is like a Theta Gang. This is a Theta Gang wet dream right here. IBM. You like trading nice slow tickers? IBM is the way to go. You can run a whole wheel on this shit. You like Clorox. I'm not gonna run a scan on IBM. They can kiss off. Fund managers are like, don't fuck with our IBM. Some buyers on SPY right now. Good bid on SPY. SPY needs to hold 413. See where SPY is right now? It has to hold above 400 for bullishness into tomorrow. Do you see this right now? This is kind of bullshit, right? I mean, not really bullshit. So you got good numbers. We tagged 149.85. So we did get half of the implied move higher. My assumption would be that my assumption would be here that you're going to get maybe some weakness into the 5:30 hour. If we get good guidance, you're going to look for 155.32, and then come back down to probably flat on open tomorrow, believe it or not, and then a bigger move down the road. If guidance is going to be important today, I want to be honest with you. You want to hear guidance come out, like air out the nasty shit, and then finish strong in that guidance. So I'll be interested to hear if they do what Microsoft did or if they lead with the good news first. I'm interested to find out what they lead with in their And the other problem that they have is the interview questions never go well for Elon. So I always like when he's quiet in ERs. I don't like him talking as much. Like the less he says, the better off the stock does. The stock does. All right, so it's 4:14 in the afternoon. I'm flat into tomorrow. I do own, full disclosure, I do own Tesla stock. That's the only stock that I own right now. I don't own anything, no SPY, no nothing. I am considering buying some SPY in springtime. Between now and April, I'm looking to buy some SPY. I might be looking to buy some other smaller tickers as time moves forward. So be aware of that. We were right now, man, looking at the SPY and this close. I can't give you a call for tomorrow because we're not closing above 400. So I would say to you that you're looking to still buy a dip on the SPY tomorrow. 398.14 still on the table. 398.36, and then the other number below is 394.12. But I don't think you're getting that low. I think the lowest you're going to get here on SPY currently, the low to expect would be 398.17, and 399.66. You want to close above that for continuation tomorrow. Yeah, you're thinking SPY in April too, Jason? Yeah, you guys all have a great afternoon. I'll check you guys out tomorrow morning. I'll be on tomorrow at 9:30 with you. That's how I feel, Jason. I feel like I just want to see how this move plays itself out. Thanks for the IBM consulting revenue, 475 billion, estimated 4788. Revenue 7.89 billion, estimated 6.86. Free cash flow 5.21 billion. That's awesome. James Kavanaugh says they're eliminated about 3,900 jobs. That's good. That's healthy. That's actually not a bad ER report. I want to see people cut the fat. Chen, you take it easy. Market Rebel, take it easy. Thanks for supporting the channel today. David West, take it easy. I think CSX beat. Tony Cheese, take it easy. Floyd's Garage, take it easy. John Haggerty, take it easy. DB Sigma, take it easy. BD, baby. This is kind of bullshit on Tesla, man. This is how they do it, dude. They pin shit. Can you imagine being an options holder right here for 150?
So following the close of the US cash
I'd be
equities
pissed.
markets, just taking a look at the market wrap for today's session. Wall Street recovered most of its losses caused by Microsoft dire sales forecasts.
You guys have
That